and welcome back to Klonoa. Today we are going to be exploring the Temple of the Sun, a new area apart from the forest and the ruins and the Jugpot, all 1 levels of Jugpot even. I found that odd actually. We only explored Jugpot for 1 vision, and I don't know, I guess that's the reason why they shove those Jugpot citizens into Vision 4-2, just for the sake of having them in more than 1 level. I don't know. I found that kind of odd. Then the other 2 villages, actually, Wind and Forest, they have 3 levels each. Well, technically Wind has 4. It's just that those Jugpot soldiers or whatever are found in Vision 4-2, but that's clearly ruins that are part of the Wind village. So I never understood that. The reasoning behind that is never explained in the game, but I digress. Meet the citizens of the Temple of the Sun. Saints, if you will, for lack of a better term, because they might have said what they are, but I was babbling on about logic in a video game. Alright. So yes. So they seen Ghadius. Pay attention, okay. You know, this is the Temple of the Sun, and correct me if I'm wrong, but do they remind you of owls? And if so, wouldn't it make more sense for them to be, I don't know, I guess a kingdom based around night? Because owls really aren't active during the day. There goes me trying to put logic into the doohickey, but whatever. So they're pretty much explaining how this vision is going to work. There are 4 jewels that we need to find in order to open the big door that we're standing in front of. Ghadius and his goons pretty much hid them away throughout the temple. So we pretty much gotta go through a treasure hunt. And you know what? It sounds tedious, and admittedly I thought it would be tedious when I first played this level as a kid. But it's actually a lot of fun, and it's pretty interesting how you traverse through the same path multiple times while it splits off into a different area. And we're gonna see that as we go along. But right now we're gonna go for the which path? Is it the left path? So I believe we're gonna be going after the that is new to this game, a whirlwind technique. Basically, what you do is you shake the nunchuck, is what I was playing with, and it'll temporarily stun enemies. I think I did that just for the sake of showing it off, because I actually never use it. There's no reason to really use it. So yeah, we're going after the red gem, which is right over there. Or red orb, red crystal, the red doohickey. What you need to do is knock that platform off in the back by throwing a inflated enemy at it. And my jump was slightly gimped. I thought I would make that, but those 2 whales, I did not. And yes, lava is an instant kill, so please be careful. Don't be like me and try to play this at 2 in the morning, keeping in mind that I hadn't played since July. Actually, yeah, I didn't play it since July, and then I just kind of picked it back up to record it actually a couple weeks ago. Not my smartest idea. Granted, this game is easy, but I still had to adjust to the mechanics because I've been playing other games. Faster paced games, I might add. But, oh well. This will do. I'll definitely replay Klonoa 2 again before actually recording it. By the way, I gotta redo that because my microphone was doing nothing but white noise through the entirety of that. And that was kind of annoying. I did that entire game in 1 sitting. Oh well. Ow. So yeah, what you want to do is practice patience and grab the moo. I didn't do that. Actually, I think you can throw moves at each of those armored ones, and eventually they'll stop coming through, but I don't think I've been patient enough to do that, so I usually just take the hits like you saw there. because it's faster. And it's not like enemies in this game can cause more than 1/2 of a heart worth of damage, if memory serves me right. So I think it's worth it just to take the hit. So yeah, we got the red gem, and now we gotta go down the same path, but instead of going through that door, we're gonna take this path down here. Go after that blue gem that we see right over there. That's me getting bored. Okay, these enemies, they basically fling around a mace back and forth. They're surprisingly quick with how they pull that weapon out, so just be mindful of that when you're approaching one. I've had times where they just turn around instantly and just smack me in the face with that stupid ball and chain. So again, just be careful. They're definitely one of the more aggressive enemies. Excuse me. Yep, just like that, just throw a moo at a... I'm doing this the wrong way. I just realized that. I am taking this platform to go into the background to open that egg. And now I gotta wait for this to go. You can just throw it from the foreground. Don't do what I'm doing. Again, this is me playing it stupidly early in the morning, so I'm not exactly there in terms of mindset. Yeah, I'm doing this the completely wrong way. And I believe it's gonna get me killed. No, that was just... I don't know what happened there, actually. Why didn't I make that? It looked like I was clearly holding the analog stick to the left. Weird. And I did it the long way again. Damn it, Duke. Oh well. That's how you pass that part. These enemies, we've seen them already. They shoot some spikes at you, and then they will reveal their face. And that is when you attack. Nothing to it. Oh, I missed. How did I miss? Oh well. That doesn't do anything, Duke. That didn't miss. Looked like I shot from the same spot even. Oh well. Just 2 more orbs to go. It's pretty. This game as a whole is very pretty. One of the prettier Wii games, in my opinion. The classic definitely... This game definitely benefited from a graphical update. It looks gorgeous. Going into that, they had the idea of porting Klonoa 2 as well to the Wii, if sales were good enough, and this game sold decently well. I think it actually surpassed, I guess, their quota to get the green light to, I guess, make the second game on the Wii. I just have no idea what happened to that. It's kind of a shame, really. I wouldn't mind have... I don't know if they would... Yeah, it probably would have got a graphical update, because as much as I prefer Klonoa 2 over this game, this game definitely looks better. There's no denying that. Ow. But yeah, it would have been interesting. Maybe got some new content, although the ideas they got for this game in terms of extra content that we'll see later, it's loosely based off of stuff that's already found in Klonoa 2. But it would have been interesting to see if they brought any more ideas to the table. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be the case anytime soon. They still reference Klonoa throughout the games, though. I know in Tales of Symphonia, Presea actually has a costume that's exactly like Klonoa's. More specifically, Klonoa 2. Thought that was always nice, considering she's my favorite in the game. More on that later, eventually. And Klonoa's been featured in other Tales of games. He was a playable character in a crossover game with, I think it was Capcom. It played similar to Project Cross Zone, if memory serves me right. I'm not sure. I didn't remember that game too well. I played it once because a friend imported that from Japan and let me hold on to it for a while, but I don't remember. But yeah, they still, you know, have Klonoa in mind at Namco. It's just they haven't really done anything with the dog for it, buddy, whatchamafucker. And you know, Empire Dreams was recently, well, not recently, but it was released on the Wii U Virtual Console late last year, I believe, which is good because I still have my cartridge, but it's dead. It just doesn't work in my Game Boy Advance at all. I played it so many times, so I was really excited about getting my hands on that game again. So y'all can expect that in the future. As well as Klonoa 2, which will probably be this year. I really want to get to that game. I just love it so much. One of my 3 favorite PlayStation 2 games. Yeah. Now let's see. I already got another orb while I was getting distracted. So we're going after the last orb. Oh boy. Something that I may have mentioned while looking at all these gems. Oh man, it's been so long, so I may have, but for the sake of repeating myself, whatever. If you collect enough gems, the color gem on the world map will change to basically signify that you collected a lot of gems. So I believe if the icon under the vision is blue, it means you've got the right amount. Because blue is worth more than green, so I would assume so. I'm not sure because they don't really do much with the gem system in this game, to my knowledge. But I know in Klonoa 2, it does unlock some content for you to view. So I'm going to do my best to get as many gems as possible. I actually pulled it off in my original recording, but that didn't... But we're not going to see that, so... Oh well. But anyway, that is the end of Vision 5-1. Alright, I'm going to assume this is where I left off. I'm cutting this commentary up into 2 separate parts because when I started this earlier, I had to leave suddenly, and well, I just didn't want to redo the entirety of this 30+ minute video. So I'm taking a shot in the dark and saying this is where I left off. But yes, there's a solar eclipse. And these 2 are wimps. Hey, they're honest. Well, the one on the left anyway. He's a lot more blunt, that is. But yeah, there is a solar eclipse, and that is going to play a major part in Vision 5-2. Essentially, the gimmick that plagues the entirety of the Vision, and the boss as well. More on that when we actually start. So now I'm going to save my progress. We're well over halfway there. Matter of fact, there's only 2 sets of visions after this video, and then the final boss. That's it for the main game. As I mentioned before, there will be post-game content that I do plan on showing. Nice. Anyway, let's start with Vision 5-2. Pass me. Press the button. Now. Anytime now. Thank you. Indeed. Alright, so with Vision 5-2. Yeah, I mean, I don't find this too terribly annoying. But you do have to practice patience with this. Like, you really have no choice. There's gonna be times where you just can't do nothing but wait. Ooh, a guy that is a different color. He must be the leader. We didn't really do anything. We just looked at you and hoped you were okay. the high priest of the temple. He oversees the sanctuary just up ahead. The moon door has already been opened, and Cress, the Moon Kingdom, will soon be reawakened. The power of dreams and gives form to Phantomile. I see. So, the Moon Kingdom is essentially the center of Phantomile, more or less the creator of this land. And if Ghadius gets his hands on that power, well, all hell will break loose. And by all hell, I mean he's just probably gonna flat out demolish everything. The little Dickens. But nonetheless, we had to stop him. Yes, the sanctuary. And that is not just words. There's meaning behind that. Throughout the stage, it's basically going to be switching between light and dark. And while it's dark, the enemies take on new shapes and forms. And in these new forms, you cannot damage them. We're actually going to see this relatively soon because it happens frequently in timed intervals throughout the stage. Also, while at night, some platforms are visible for you to stand on. See right there. The nightmares have taken on different forms, stronger forms even, and now we can't damage them. Not only that, sometimes they get faster and more erratic in their movements, so you have to be careful. And like I said, there are just times where you can't progress without the use of an enemy. You can't inflate them while they're infused with dark power when it's dark out. Dark power when it's dark out. Okay, but yeah, you just gotta practice patience. Ow. I deserve that. I think I'm trying to cheese my way through. And it failed. Oh, also, while it is dark out, that creature will just randomly pop in and chase after you. Only viewable at night. And day, it's completely gone. It doesn't even have an alternate form. Just be mindful of that. It can throw off your focus, because sometimes I've had it happen to where it just literally pops in right on top of me over a bottomless pit. Thanks, game. But aside from that, this stage really isn't that bad. You just gotta practice patience. And finding the villagers that are trapped in nightmares, they're relatively simple to get to. Now see, this actually circles around. I didn't really realize that at first, but it does circle around, so if you miss that platform to get to the villager trapped in the nightmare, you do have another shot to go get it. And I don't think I explained this step 3 hours ago, but if a Mu has golden armor, that means it has 2 layers of armor. I did not see that door, so me transitioning inside kind of threw me off. Oh, no. I think I did this on purpose. If you go inside while the solar eclipse makes everything dark and walk back out, it'll automatically be daytime. So you can use that to your advantage. Well, in practice anyway. I don't think there are too many areas in where you can actually use that to speed things up, but that is something to keep in mind if you don't want to wait. What was I saying before? Oh yes, Moos can occasionally have multiple layers of armor. I think they can have no more than 2. When they have 2 layers of armor, their armor is gold. See, that guy right there only had silver armor, so it only had 1 layer. But once you have 2 layers of armor, you're gonna have to get rid of the first layer and then use another move to get rid of the second layer. And that's really all there is to it. Whoa. Kind of dropped fast right there. Alright, this is one of those parts where you just gotta practice patience. Because what you need to do is get rid of the Big Moo's armor first, and then just flat out destroy the Big Moo. And you're gonna need 2 of these flying enemies right there. One for the Big Moo and then one for the Little Moo. Or you can take one of these flying enemies and ride back to the other plane and throw it at them. The thing is, if you have an enemy inflated in your grab and it changes to darkness, that enemy will just disappear as if you never had it. So I recommend not trying to hold on to an enemy for too long, because like I said, it'll more than likely change to night before you get the chance to actually use it. So what I recommend doing is getting rid of the armor for both of these moves, then ride back to this plane, and if you gotta wait, just wait. And then when it changes back, then throw the small one, the big one, and there you go. I rarely have I had a time where the Big Moo jumps right in front of the door. I found that odd. I was like, eh? I'm not sure if that's what they intended to happen. Well, no, there's no way, because like I said, it's never happened to me before. Ah, well. So yeah, we got another decent room. It should go without saying, but if you're inside, you don't have to worry about the light and dark gimmick. You just gotta progress on through like any other stage. Usually they're focused around just transitioning, but you'll more likely find a secret or 2 in these areas, like so. So be on the lookout for those. Alright. I think we're coming to another villager trapped in nightmares. Let's see. Because all this path is for is just to take you to, just to take you there. Oh, that's all 6. How interesting. You get them relatively early in this vision. I mean, this vision really isn't long per se. It's longer than the others though. It's still not by much. Wahoo indeed. Okay, this is another part where you just gotta practice patience. Yeah. So if you go out of your way to get that egg, then you might be a little too slow on hitting that switch. So actually, if you're already at full health, don't even bother with the switch. That's a good strategy. So yeah, just throw at the switch. And ride the platform back. Now your jump is just short enough to where you can't reach it, but you can throw the switch back in and jump on the platform that you push into the wall, because that's just short enough to that's short enough for you to actually reach it, and then you can get to the higher edge. Yeah. I understand your frustration past me, because, well, you're me. Who knew? Sorry about those random pauses and me not talking. I might be coming down with something. My throat kinda hurts, not gonna lie. I hope I'm not coming down with anything, but if I do, what can you do besides complain? Alright, and we are coming up to an interesting part actually. What you have to do is flip all the switches scattered around this tower, and that'll lower down the gate completely. And then you can get that Moo, go back inside, and use it to do an air jump so you can reach the higher edge. Gimmick I rather like, not so much gimmick, but design. Yeah, be kind of quick though, because it's almost night. Oh, okay. Okay. See, when I was playing this, I thought it just popped for no reason, but it was actually changing to night as I was going inside the door. That's why it popped in my hand. I thought it got gimped in the ceiling or something. I don't know. I was confused as to what happened at first because I didn't hear it. Alright, that makes more sense. I was about to complain for no reason. I mean, I can still complain because I was right there. But ohs too wells. We have reached the boss. Personally, my favorite boss in the game. I really like the design. Let me move the mouse because it's about to go dim. And here we are, the altar. Very, I guess, modern style altar. I don't know. I like the design. I just don't know how to describe it. Ghadi. That's how you say Ghadius in Phantomile. Yeah, at this point it doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, he's gonna reveal his big plan. And yeah, revenge, that's it. Probably because you're a destructive mother trucker. See, I don't like Ghadius that much. He's so one note. He just wants to destroy the world for kits and shiggles, essentially. Revenge, I guess. I don't know. It just seems like there should have been more to him than just simple revenge because he got sealed away. For good reason, I might add. He's crazy as hell. But yeah, he's... I don't like Ghadius at all. Ghadi! Into the realm of darkness. Oh wait, this isn't Kingdom Hearts. I apologize. But before we can go after Ghadius, yes, we're gonna fight Joker. His English voice actor, like the bass in his voice drops like years. Like he grew in 20 years and the bass in his voice drops. Like he just gets a completely different voice. It sounds kind of weird because we haven't heard it in this playthrough because I'm using the original voice acting, but Joker has a very high-pitched, nonchalant voice, and then in this battle it becomes menacing and dark. Weird. Alright, so Joker, he'll spend time during the battle just walking around while spinning his fist Rayman style. And all you have to do is throw the moves at the boss. Well, Joker. Yes. He'll charge at you once during the first phase of the fight, but throughout the rest of the fight, he'll just take his slow time. I think occasionally he'll speed up, but it rarely happens if that's the case. And yes, the nighttime gimmick is still a thing. The moves aren't the only ones that are affected by it though. Oh no, that would be too simple. Joker is also affected. Yes. So in order to... Oh, there's something different. It actually stays dark until you light up all the panels. So I guess there's some connection between the sun and... Oh no, that makes sense because this is the altar of the tip of the sun. So yeah, this move. This is really the only attack he does. The first time he transforms, the second time though, he does... Oh no, he does it here. Okay. Huh. Okay, he used all of his swiping attacks. Interesting. But yeah, light up all the panels and the sun, well, I guess light, will fill the field and you can go back to attacking Joker. And now he's going to be a little more aggressive. And yes, if you hit the fist, he'll just reflect the boost out into space. I don't know where they go, but whatever. The moves actually can completely reach the other side of the field. I'm not taking advantage of that though. But it doesn't matter because Joker is finished. A very interesting boss. It's still pretty easy, like most of the other bosses in this game, but it is enjoyable. I'll give it that. And now he's drunk. Nothingness. Just like Ghadius' motive. And yes, Joker explodes into a blaze of glory. Fantastic. He will not be missed. Oh, hi, Moon Pendant. Whoa. What's this? Ew. Interesting. So all of the kingdoms are connected to the Moon Kingdom. They are essentially the keys to unlocking. Let me guess. Kmart! No, wait. That's horribly wrong. The Moon Kingdom. Whoa. Huh. Nightmare. Hi, Pamela. So the Moon Kingdom is spreading nightmare energy. We gotta stop that. Nightmares are bad in this world. Huh, the moon's conveniently behind the kingdom. Nice. And yes, that is it for the Temple of the Sun. Only 30 minutes. More attention than Jugpot. And with that, we get to hear an extension of the tune played at the beginning of the world map. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this part of Klonoa. In the next part, we are going to start with Vision 6 and start exploring the Moon Kingdom. Thank you for watching, and I will see you then. Take care, y'all.